Thanks to EA Game Changers for a copy of this pack. We're going to go short and sweet today. And yes, that's a bad thing. Let's be clear on something. While this is my Sims 4 Dream Home Decorator review, you may as well consider it my review of the one career that comes with it. I'm not being cheeky here. Sectional couches that behave like counters and new build items are the types of things that are bare minimums in any Sims pack. We tended to think of game packs as being the saviors of gameplay in Sims 4. Well, no. Maybe at one time, but not anymore. I'm sorry to be negative, actually. I just don't have much to work with here, and it's not something I enjoy, believe it or not, to be negative. The first thing I set out to do with a career like this is find out if anything at all matters. In other words, is there anything deep about it? Does what you do as a player matter? The answer to this is a resounding no. This is a good pack for streamers who build, as they are no doubt going to take this seriously. And this pack will sell well with builders for some reason. But if you put a pack like this in my hands, I'm going to try to break it. I will only begin to take it seriously if it passes a basic sniff test. In Interior Decorator, you get gigs much like a freelancer, only you go to work like you're a doctor. There are several types of jobs, but I'm not really sure they even matter. Take for instance this kids' room renovation I did for Bjorn Bjergsen's family. After learning they liked skiing, violin, and the color red, I went to work. You can evidently sell things to increase your budget. Hell, you can sell every item in the house sometimes and the clients won't mind. They just use a simple part of the likes and dislikes system and how much budget you used. And of all the people in a house, it only shows like 3 to 5 likes. If you follow any of these directions and don't go over budget, you're likely to succeed. So for the Bjergsens, after destroying their living room to get more money to work with, I gave them 3 red bathtubs, removed all the windows and lights, and added power generators so they can perhaps run them indoors and put themselves out of the new misery they're about to find themselves in. Placing my signature large pet poo on the floor, I revealed my hard work to my clients. They loved it. Every bit of it. Despite room types being on the gallery, The Sims 4 itself lacks any sort of room detection. So it's not clear when you go on one of these room renovations which room they want to be improved. There is probably a sweet spot in budget, but you get a ton of bonus points for being well under it. But where you build and what you do, it doesn't matter, except when it does. Sometimes you're limited to only adding on rooms. But the wonderful builders who worked on Snowy Escape filled the houses and decorated them well. So I was not able to put a door anywhere to add on a new room. The game should have let me take out 1 or 2 things to ensure I could connect the room. But it's okay. The clients couldn't reach the room. I mean, they asked for robotics and a walk-in closet, which is totally a sensible thing to do. But the game knows this is going to happen to people, so it gives you victory by default, it seemed. I went on a kitchen renovation and I changed it to a rock climbing room with move objects, and I even put a dog poo on the floor. I showed the Sims the dog poo, and they liked it. So, not only do they not know what room you're renovating, they don't know how to be angry that I put dog shit on the floor. They said they liked guitar, so I provided several. The before and after shots can be pretty impressive if you take them seriously, and in more capable hands, this feature will be pretty charming, and builders will probably enjoy it for a little while. I think builders will take this more seriously, but I do wonder if they will stick with this career if they come to realize that you really just need to place a few items. Burnout will be very real trying to take this career to level 10, but you don't have to. You can use it as a regular career and send the sim alone. You will literally change nothing And at that point, the pack just has some couches and wall decorations. I honestly thought if it were a bit of a challenge, builders would absolutely adore this. If the systems in the pack somehow took the room type, environment, balancing the likes and dislikes of a household and all. I mean, I did a job for the roomies and there are 6 of them. I basically got less than 1 Sims worth of likes and dislikes to build off of. I wish it gave you longer, more complex jobs. So you had to think a little bit about what you're doing, tweak it, be sure you're in the right room. If this was going to be the single gameplay element in a $20 pack. The bugs in this pack are something. Let me say, you'll make way more money than expected because items you delete from Sims houses go into your own family inventory and are not removed from the world like you might think, so you can make a killing destroying everything and they'll probably still ask you to come back. While it might have seemed smart to bring a path to playing to builders to have a game-sanctioned building career, this isn't how it needs to be, and with the single career being the focal point of this pack, I expected it to be far deeper, at least at the current standard of Sims 4. I dare say this is the game pack with the least amount of visible effort put in, but at the same time, I don't know it's true on the less visible stuff. Some of the systems to build on another Sims lot with their money may have been complicated to set up along with their behaviors, but it doesn't seem like it. This is a new low for my channel, but it has nothing to do with my willingness to do reviews. I managed to talk about Realm of Magic around 20 minutes at least once, but here I am, barely hitting the 5-minute mark with the review of a game pack. To give you some idea how wild this is, I talked about the Moschino stuff pack for around 10 minutes. Don't look to game packs as the way to expand the amount of things to do in the game anymore. I'm going to mention something related to my other video about likes and dislikes now, which I'll link in the comments. Something mildly infuriating is that when you use this one career and a Sim spawns likes and dislikes from asking them questions, it uses your entire list of possibilities. But you need both the pack and to be in the career. But at the same time, the painting and violin crap still spawns way more often than other likes and dislikes. That is sad. Thank you to my patrons. You keep me from taking sponsorships and at the same time make sure that I'm making videos for the people who enjoy my work and not just to please the YouTube algorithm so I can be more succinct. I appreciate you all and thank you very much for watching. I wish I had better news.